Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Double tight, guys.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
45. Mike, 45. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Real. Hey, orbit.
Hey, turn it up.
Regular. Big touch, my touch.
Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 84 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, 85 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, Haywood.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, Echo.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Right there. Down, baby. It's 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 42 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As Tampa Bay's offense trots out here, Charles, let's look ahead to this season. You know, you and I have talked before about Marcus Mariota and this being a big year for him in Tennessee. Well, his draft mate, Jameis Winston, this is kind of a big year for him under center.
You're exactly right. Both of them in their 5th year. Remember, Winston was the #1 pick in that draft. Mariota was #2. And it's not that Jameis Winston hasn't been coached and coached well before. He's had quarterback gurus in his career at Tampa. But now, Bruce Arians, the head coach, that may be the ultimate quarterback guru. And also his offensive coordinator is a former quarterback in the NFL. So if it doesn't happen this year for him, I don't know when it does. But the early returns seem promising. He looked pretty good in the early going.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now it's Barber. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run with Barber, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there. And they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Peyton Barber that polishes it all off with a touchdown scamper. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got you.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Hey, seam 6.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Hey, alert! Hey, Delta.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Bravo!
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Here's Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Barber. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down now, it's Barber. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Winston. He's got Evans. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 17 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On the ground, it's Chubb, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. Still on his feet, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That one, a first down pickup of 8. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. On first down, Jones.
I got a kick out of that one, partner.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 31, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run. Chubb, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Mayfield. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Evans.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 75 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards too? Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, Zoo.
Mayfield to throw it. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. A give. This is Chubb. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, hold it.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Mayfield now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield completes it to Higgins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Often able to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Hey, up. 45.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. 4th down, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now look at him go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, an 80-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Bristol, Travis.
45.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy work.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check 9, check 1.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.